Hey everybody, Juice here, your host of all the battle reports here at the Long War, where we always keep it icy. Big special shout out and thanks to all our Long War veterans. If you haven't already, stop what you're doing. Go, literally put Age of Sigmar down. Stop reading the book. Go to longwar.net. Become a veteran of the Long War today. John Yee in the house, everybody.
Hey guys, what's going on?
So we've got a special battle report. This is number 2, Age of Sigmar battle report number 2 coming in hot.
Yeah, bringing in some Sigmarines. Looking to kill some rats down.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is actually going to be cool is because of the completely new armies from the first battle report that we did. So now you're going to be able to see, we're going to showcase 4 total armies and 2 battle reports. Without further ado, let's let everybody at home know what exactly we're going to be playing.
Hey, bringing in these Sigmarines into the Beats lab today. So we got a 5-man Liberator squad, no special weapons. We got the 5-man Judicator squad, The heroes got the dope arrow, D6 attacks. We got a 3-man prosecutor squad. We got the Lord Relector trying to heal wounds. We got the Lord Celestant on foot commanding the army. Then we got the Lord Dracoth being the hammer stick. And then we got the Sector Hammer, the 5-man Retributors ready to go at it.
Got some Age of Sigmar in the house. Beats Laboratory is going off with some Skaven. All right, everybody, so this is what I've been working on. You guys have kind of been seeing the pictures around, but here we go. This is my Screaming Bill. I just want to take a second to go ahead and see how I customized it. Replace those 2 back wheels with 2 big rat ogres. Okay. Doing his thing. That's my leader. Then we've got the Hell Pit Abomination, who's going to be running around doing his thuggery. I've got a fatty block of 20 Storm Vermin. And then I have my obligatory 2 10-man squads of Clam Rats. Now, I do want to make sure that I point out the reasoning. Squeak, Head Taker, is my man. Normally, he is in every list, especially that includes Storm Vermin. But the points at 1,000 just kind of go away. And I had to put this dude in the list today, so that's why he's not on the table. Alright, so now that everybody at home knows what we're playing with, let's talk about the mission structure. So this is a border control?
Yes, so you got 4 objectives. Now this is actually going to play into your favor a lot more than mine because it's by the model. It's not by units. So however more models you have within 6 inches, you control that objective.
And it's not just one objective in each deployment zone, kind of like the 40K Emperor's Will or anything. This has got 4 objectives. We're almost in like a cross kind of pattern. I've seen this style in 40K very often, so it's really cool. But Age of Sigmar rules, it's about models, not wounds. Again, I can see how that's going to come definitely in my favor, which I'm okay with, because whenever I played Rob with a mission structure similar to this, I had multi-wound models. He had 1 million models. So I definitely had to think twice. But let's jump right in it. I would love to talk about the firepower that you're bringing.
All right, so I'm bringing a lot of shooting actually, because I have the Judicators. Then I have the Hammer Throwers. I mean, my Dracoth has a Storm Breath. And the Relector has a special ability that allows him to do D3 wounds also.
Well, I mean, it just seems like every one of the units almost has some kind of range. That's something new here to the Beats Laboratory, is ranged attacks. In the first battle report, neither one of the armies that we were playing, we didn't do it on purpose. It's just that's the style of army we were playing. So it's kind of going to be kind of cool. I also am bringing in the Screaming Bill, who has casting ability and the Bill ability that can do wounds depending on who's within range and whatnot. So that's going to be pretty clutch. So I'm excited to see that element of Age of Sigmar. I would like to talk about your great save. Great air quotes. This is Age of Sigmar. A 3, a 4. That's really solid in this game.
So yeah, every model I have is a minimum 2 wounds with a 3 or 4 up save. So yeah, again, this is why they're called Sigmarines, because they don't die.
Yeah, effectively. And guys, like you're talking, a 3 or 4 is literally like having a 2 or a 3 in Warhammer, or excuse me, in 40K. And having multiple wounds, each one of those squads, 5-man squads with hammers, it's banging down 15 wounds. That is gonna be tough. Now, I would I'm kind of foreseeing a little bit what we've talked about with Age of Sigmar before, but in the middle is where the party is.
Now, and that's actually what I love about Sigmar is more about the close combat, and that's where I fell in love with 40K.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why the armies I play are more close combat oriented.
I would like to say too is that in Age of Sigmar, there's no safe model.
There really isn't.
You're never safe. You're never like, oh, I'm out of harm's way. I feel like with this game, under any circumstance, you can get involved. You can leech out and get somebody in combat, even though they didn't think they wanted to be in combat. You can do some things. So I'm excited to see how this game plays out, and I don't want to ramble on anymore because I'm ready to throw these Skaven. I've been putting a lot of minutes and seconds into this army.
Yep.
You know, barely tabletop style. So I'm super ready to showcase these a little bit and get this game going.
All right, let's throw some dice.
Let's do it. All right, John, it is time to get these first rolls out of the way. This is to see who picks side, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. 4. I will take the side to the right, closest to my right, excuse me. And you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, but do we still roll to see who deploys first, or is that going right into the once I won that?
I think once you won that, you choose.
That's what I thought as well.
Yeah.
So unlike 40K, we literally lump all that one together, so now it's time to put our models on the table. Okay, we have all deployed up. Now, guys, let me run you down what has happened so far. The last couple of minutes have been kind of heated between John and I. We're out chess matching each other. So I only have a whopping 5 units. John came in hot with a lot more than that. So I get to opt to see who goes first. Obviously, I think for right now, that's going to be me. One thing I did want to touch on is that I am under in points. I'm coming in at 960. John, you're at 980. Okay, because of that, I get to roll on this triumphant table for winners that only winners get to roll on. I think it says that right underneath in small print. So here we go, everybody. Let's see what my roll is. A 3. Okay, so inspiring. You can re-roll all of your failed to hit rolls for 1 unit in your army in 1 combat phase. I'm with that. So there's no range on it because we're getting ready to talk about what our command abilities are and stuff like that. So that is cool if somebody is caught slipping outside of the lines. I can kind of sling some prescience, aka that's some 40K slang if you are watching this and only know Age of Sigmar. I can throw some re-roll to hits. I do want to go down on my side first. John, if you want to hit up next. So my command trait for my general, which is my Screaming Bell, is the Dark Avenger. That is for any models within 10 inches of him get to add 1 to its hit rolls against against opponents that have the order keyword. Is that right? So there we go. And then also he has got a Chaos Talisman. So that means I get to basically any wound that goes through, even a mortal wound, I get to roll on the roll of a 6. I get that wound back, plus a potential of +1 to a save. Not mistaken, I'll recheck that. But also, very important point is that because I am facing an order army, I get to add +1 to that. So now it feels like I've got prescience and a 5+ feel no pain. All right, John, now that we have seen what the Skaven have, let everybody at home know what the command traits are and stuff like that for the bad guys.
All right, so my Lord Celestin right here is rocking a Recklessness. So basically everything within 10 inches gets to reroll their run and charge. He's also got a Relic Blade, so his sword is going to get +1 damage.
Awesome.
The Lord on the Dracoth, he's got an Obstinate Blade, so he's got a neg 1. He's got an additional neg 1 rend, so giving him a -2 for his hammer.
Yeah, I know that once we touch each other in combat, it's going to be on.
It's definitely going to be on.
So I have opted to go first. So this is my top of 1. The game has begun. Here we go. In the command phase, I'm going to do all badass inspiring presence onto my Storm Vermin. These guys are going to be the linchpin, I feel, for this game. So John, appreciate it. You got these cool ass sick markers here throughout the whole game I know we're going to be using. Make sure you head on over to Spikey Bits and check out where exactly these came from. So moving right along, we're going to go right in the hero phase that we're going to go ahead and do the badass ability from the bell. I get to roll on this chart, boxcars, a 7. So add 1 to all casting rolls for the Skaven warlords, or wizards. Word. So I get to add 1 to it because I'm getting ready to pop off a spell here in just a second, and I feel like that's it. +1 to cast. Okay, so thank you for this. Here in the psychic phase, we are going to psychic phase. Excuse me. So we're gonna go to try to cast the Mystic Shield. So I need a 5 on 2d6. I get a 6. I luck it. Normally it should have been a 6, so it casts all to the good. I'm going to go ahead and give that to the Storm Vermin. And I did just want to make sure we give a shout out to the Game Crafter who created these sick markers that we're going to be using. And that is coming from the podcast, the Mortal Realms podcast.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Age of Sigmar podcast.
Yo, I've definitely have been listening and keeping some fresh tips, just the tip for all your Age of Sigmar needs. All right, so we're moving right along. So we're gonna go ahead. I've got my movement here, plus I have a drum player. Drummy McGee is somewhere chilling in here. So I get to add 2 to my run. This is move and run, which is lumping it all together. So I have the equivalent of 1 billion inches. Get a little pre-measure going on right now. John, run me down real quick. The movement on Joe's with shields.
5 inches.
Absolutely. And the guys up here?
12 inches.
They can move 12 and charge?
Yes.
Love
they
it.
charge 18.
Oh, okay. Where it can't get out of their realm. And then lastly, right here.
He's 8.
8, okay. So everybody at home, we do this in 40K. We do it in, it doesn't matter what game you're playing. Don't move, just obligatory to the center just because it's there. Get some information from your opponent so you can make the best decision possible. So again, I have 1 billion inches. Not really that worried about it. From what I think I just put myself, it should be about like a 9-inch charge.
So yeah, if I go 5,
that's literally 9
inches, and I get to re-roll my charge.
Okay, I'm down for a 10-inch re-rollable now. Hellpit Abomination time. His movement is 2d6 plus a run. Solid 12, nice round number. I know these guys have a 4-inch. I like that. Okay, real quick, everybody, veterans, I do want to talk about this deployment here, this repositioning between my move and run. If you can, it might kind of look from a distance like it's just a bunch of rats, right? Well, it's not. You have an area effect spell, is that correct?
I do.
Okay, so and it within 3 inches of a single point, all models there take X amount of wounds and stuff like that.
2 inches. Every unit on a 4-up per unit will take D3 more wounds.
Okay, gotcha. So basically, what I do here, I've done a couple things. I have made big blocks of holes here, so I don't just throw models into. I have a 3-inch consolidation move in the assault phase, so if I do get assaulted, and then all my spears have a 2-inch range. So even though this dude way back here is going to be able to get in combat, depending on how, specifically because of how my deployment is right now. This is really good against cannons and things like that have others, so leaving these big open gaps in case something happens.
All right, turn 1 Sigmarines. All right, so starting off with my general here, he's going to do Reckless Retribution. So everybody within 10 inches gets a +1 to hit, or add 1 to the dice roll. So, hero phase, I believe everybody's out of 18 inches of this guy, so he's not going to do anything this round. And that is it for my hero phase. Alright, so that is my movement. The Liberators ran, the Relictor ran, just to kind of hide. he moved, kind of holding my Celestant. I moved my prosecutors up basically to kill some of these storm vermins, maybe try to capture this, but he's got more models right there. I have my retributors with an 11-inch charge, but they get to re-roll it. Let's see if they can go balls to the wall today. And then my judigators right here, getting ready to shoot up some more storm vermin.
All right, let's see how many shots you got, brother.
All right, so the black one is the champion. He hits on 2s. Everybody else hits on 3s. Just one miss. This does D6 attacks, so it gets 4 more attacks. And then these wound on, and wounded on 3. So we got 4 wounds right here.
5 wounds?
5 wounds, I don't know how to count. -1 range.
Okay. I do have +1 save, so that is basically negated, so I'm just looking for 5s.
Awesome. Sticking 3 of them.
Seems good. And I just take from closest?
No, you take whatever.
Oh, seems good. Take a couple guys from the back.
Alright, so we're going with his Storm Breath. 8 inches out will put me right here, which will put me within 2 inches of the Storm Vermin. So on a 4-up, they'll take D3 moves. They don't have to worry about it. They're not. And then
these aren't the Storm Vermin you're looking for?
They are not. So now we got the prosecutors tossing hammers basically into the Storm Vermins. Basically needing 4s and 4s. No rend. So 3 hits. And we're looking at nothing.
All this armor, this thick, heavy armor I have on right now is just kind of too much. It's just, stuff is just pinging off of it.
So we need an 11-inch charge right here.
Ooh, we're coming in hot. I'll overwatch you.
Oh.
Get to reroll.
I get to reroll this.
Stick it. Stick it.
Oh, so close.
So close. I love it. So turn 1 is in the books. The score is now 3-3. We both have on the objectives, progressive objectives. Now, John, it's time to roll it down and see which side is favored to get the start of this next turn too.
I rolled.
Yes. Skaven really needed that right there. He inked in with a 2. I had a 3. Pretty important. So top of turn 2 for me. All right, so we've got a quick game plan. There's 2 units I'm trying to get rid of right now. I want to tangle up and get involved with this unit of hammer dudes. What are their names again?
The retributors.
Retro hammer dudes. Then we've got the double hammer dudes over here. The prosecutors, we really want to make sure that the storm vermin can get involved with them. Get that little unit out of there so I can focus on the guys directly in front of me. All right, so in the command phase, the hero phase, right? Mm-hmm. What we're going to do is we are going to pop off awe-inspiring presence again for the storm vermin. Want to make sure that we're not worried about running away. Then we're going to go ahead that's my command ability. Then we're going to go to the psychic phase, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing again. Try to give me my +1 mystic shield. Goes off. And now it's time to do some moving. So it's time to do a little pre-measure here. So I want storm vermin here. That is just over 11. So that's going to be a 6-inch charge. Now over here, total inches, because this is a random movement. I am just over 12 inches away. I get a 2d6 move, so that's where I can't really say exactly how far away I am to charge just because of that. But there we go, my 12 and 12. Had to do a little option selecting over there on the other side of the battle, but here we are. Let's see how far this abomination gets to move. 7 inches it is, and we determined that we were 12 away, so I am not mad. The 5-inch charge. Made our way to the assault phase. I'm kind of moved forward aggressively to kind of potentially hit multiple units, but without further ado, let's see how far my charge range actually is. 4 inches. Let's see if I can get these dudes directly in front of me.
Yes.
Is that in? That looks like it to me. I don't think that I can get with predetermined that this was a 5 over here. So glad that I started putting models directly in front. Okay. And again, for everybody at home, remember that you only have to make it here within half an inch. So we'll just go ahead and move up. And I love the fact that these guys are armed with basically a pole arm or a spear. So that gives me my mighty 2-inch range. Let's check out his distance. 6. Was looking for a 5. Made it. And I stop half an inch away.
No, you can hit base.
Bam. So I'm first on deck. So cannot leave my Hell Pit Abomination just to be smashed down the wind. So he is going to be the first guy to be activated. I'm also going to pull the trigger from the Triumphant table and use the inspired trait that I was able to pick up. So that means I get to reroll all failed to hits from this guy here. So we're going to start out with his teeth. Here we go, and he has 6 attacks, hitting on 3s. Again, prescienced. All hit. And then now this is wounding on 4s. 4, and these are -2 rend, 2 damage each.
Alright, so I need 6s. So I stick 1, so 6 damage.
Yes, sir. Okay, moving right along to my flailing fists. We have 6 attacks with those as well. Hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. Now, this is -1 rend.
So
this is 3 damage
a piece
each.
So the dead unit. Pop, pop, pop.
Wow.
So these liberators are mad. They just saw their Retributor's brothers just get really messed up. So we're going to move it away so each one of these guys can get in there. So we're all touching. So I have a champion. He gets +1 attack. So I'm going to get 11 attacks. They're going to get +1 to hit because of the Celestant. So needing 3s. And then 3s again. But no rend. So just 3.
No rends?
No rends.
So 3, 4 up saves?
Stick 2.
And from anywhere?
From anywhere.
Okay, and then now it's my go?
No, it's your go.
Alright. Alright, so I get my 3 inches. I can be a little loose because I don't need to move my full because... Oh! Skaven liking each other, getting down with all the whips and tails and spikes. So 2 inches because is my range. So I'm gonna bang down. I've got a total of 18 models here. Times 2 is this many attacks. And because I'm swinging with my spears, I get +1 to hit.
Yeah, yep, because I don't have more models.
Yep. So here we go, looking for 3s. Okay, and then wounding on 4s. And I did just want to check real quick. It is wounding on 3s. That was my fault with -1 rend. This is 1 damage each. So you got that many, brother.
Alright, so I need 5s, re-rolling 1s. So I think it's going to be pretty much a done deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow. 2 Skaven units touch and takes them down. I'm really shocked right now. Couldn't be going any better for the Skaven. That's solid. Wow, what a solid turn for the Skaven. Yeah, I really like where I'm at. I know that his lords and his arrows and everything else can definitely come over. I wanted to draw blood first and take down 1 unit. I didn't know I was going to get 2 there. But I like where I'm at, but I know that this game can turn south real quick.
So what a bad turn for these Sigmarines. Looking forward, I'm going to have to stop these guys from being able to capture my objective. kill this guy over here before he does any more damage. So going on, I'm going to go my companion trait, so everybody gets a +1 to hit. We're going to try to do D3 damage, so on a 3-up, it'll do D3 and -1 to hit. This is all in the hero phase. So it does not go off. So, trying to protect my objective back here so you do not score 4 off of this. We're trying to block the way for the vermin. We're bringing this Lord Dracoth with his obstinate blade over here to try to get some wounds off on this guy. Going into shooting, we're going to start with these Judicators, trying to take some damage off here. Alright, again, champion is black. Everybody needing 3s except for him. He needs 2, so... Solid hits there. This is going to do D6 hits.
Okay.
So 4 more. Pretty solid.
Yes, sir.
Now, we're needing 3s to wound. So, 4.
4 wounds.
-1 to your armor.
Okay.
-1 rend.
So, 6s. I take 4 wounds. Nothing I can do about it. I have 8 left.
Alright, so shooting these prosecutors, get rid of these vermin because apparently they hurt really bad.
Yeah.
Needing 4s. So, again.
Math.
And then 4s again. So, 1 this time. Better than the last. And they stick it.
Long war.
Alright, so we need this charge to go off. It is a 4-inch charge. Definitely goes off.
7 is going to be in there like swimwear.
Yep, still staying within 10 inches of him.
So, do I get to activate first?
No.
Damn it! I like it when I do that.
Yeah, we can't have that again. So that is my only charge because I do not want these storm vermin to get an extra attack on me. Hopefully getting that double turn. Alright, so going right here, seeing how many attacks I get, extra attacks I get. I get 3 extra. And
Ruh-roh.
this is a time we definitely need that. Alright, just double checking. Yes, he's going to need 2s to hit and 2s to wound. So I need everything to hit, which it does.
No 1s.
And then everything to wound. Just 1 miss. Again, this is going to be -2 because of his relic.
And then now each one is a D3?
We'll do D3 wounds.
Okay, so I just roll my saves and
Yes,
then D3
and-
after. Okay, so you have -1. So, bro, I'm looking for 6s.
-2.
Come to find out, I can't do anything about that. I take all of these. So let's D3 them up.
We're just hoping for high rolls. So that's
3,
6, 7, 8, 9.
Squish, squish. All right. So, ask me why I'm just rolling them over. Dun dun dun. Cool.
I hope he doesn't come back.
Come to find out, he might. Okay, so I did consult the chart. I do have to roll this right now. The special ability that I'm talking about is Too Horrible to Die. The first time the Hell-Pit Abomination is slain, roll a dice and consult this chart. On the roll, matter of fact, I'm not even going to say the chart. Let's roll a 5 or 6, baby. Ah, damn it. So anticlimactic. The chart says he's dead. But on the roll of a 5 or 6, he could get back. He will get right back up with D6 wounds. On the roll of a 3 or 4, any units within 3 inches, enemy units take D3 mortal wounds. So it's not bad. Hell-Pit Abomination for the win.
Alright, so a decent turnaround. I was able to kill this abomination that apparently Retributors do not stand up against. We still have the Storm Vermin, but I have my Lord to help out over here. I'm still contesting enough, so it's still tied. It's 6-6.
One thing I did want to talk about, you were able to bang down like 4 Storm Vermin from this dude's special badass hammer shooting attacks. So that's why there's a good chunk of these guys missing. All right, this is to see who wins turn 3. Oh, whoa. Long War coming in hot, back-to-back turns. First time we've seen it today.
Alright, so going on with my command trait, Reckless Retribution, okay, giving everybody a +1 to hit again.
John, I don't mean to interrupt, but I just want to talk, let's get some in-game feel for all the viewers out there. How do you feel right now getting back-to-back turns?
I needed it. Without it, I feel like this all dies. You come capture this objective, and I will not be able to stop you from from capturing any of those.
Yeah, it was so clutch. I was sitting there in my mind. I was like, oh my goodness, I want this just for the crush of defeat. But now it is pretty cool that we have to fight back. And this is that concept that we've talked about. And I know we're going to dive into it more during the in-game breakdown. But I just wanted to get your feel while we were playing so everybody at home could kind of feel that with you.
All right. So my Relector, maybe it'll go off once against this Doom Bell. Trying to see if I can do D3 wounds and make one hit.
Hits on a 3.
So D3 wounds, it will take 1 wound.
Okay, so now I have a 4-up save.
Yep. No, mortal wound, sorry.
Oh, mortal wound.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll say that 1 doesn't, regardless, it doesn't matter. I fail it. But because of my special ability on the roll of a 5 or 6, when I do receive a wound, I get to ignore it. But again, some people try to be like, oh, no, that was for my to save. Well, you didn't get your save. I rolled a dice. It doesn't matter. So the 1 sticks. I am now down to 11 total wounds, homie.
Alright, finished my shooting. I was able to dwindle the storm vermin down and some clan rats down. Now I'm going on to my charges. Can Big Boy hit this doom wheel? It is a 7. He is going to get in.
Oh, 7 is more than enough to get you in.
Okay. And then my general is going to have to go into these vermin. See what happens. He is getting a 7 also. But I'm going to move in such a way he gets as little attacked. And then these guys who roll 3d6, so they're going everywhere.
They get to do whatever they want. Come to find out, they got wings, bro.
So making the majority of this unit attack the prosecutors themselves, and only a few being able to attack my general. So hopefully he can live a turn.
All right, so I did just want to talk real quick because this is the first time, John, I think you'd agree that we have got a lot of different units to activate. Now, I know we took a little bit of time in the first battle report for Age of Sigmar to kind of talk about how huge it is about activation. Okay, so I did just want to speak on, it's the give and take, what we saw with the Hell Pit Abomination. He's going to be able to activate first, potentially kill something, but he cannot give up his lord and things like this. So I just wanted to go put in everybody's mind that right now, this is probably the most clutchest combat that we're going to have this game.
Alright, running through the numbers, I'm going to go ahead and activate this guy first. My general's pretty much protected. He's got 3 guys that are going to be able to attack, but everything else has to go into the prosecutor. So I feel like the prosecutors are dead, but he will stay alive for a turn. So I need him to be able to take out wounds here so he can't take so much back. Alright, because I charge, I get D3 extra attacks on the charge. I am going to get 2 extra attacks, giving me 5. Again, needing 2s to hit and then 2s to wound. So... bam, missing 1. That sucks, but it's not the worst. And we look like we got 4 wounds at -2 rend.
Okay, so how the breakdown has got to be, because I've got that cool special ability, the talisman that gives me basically my feel no pain. I got to take a 6-up right now against these, John. So here we go. Looking for Long Wars. Are you kidding me right now? All right, give me the D3.
So... we got D3 here, so you're looking at 3, so you got 3 5-ups.
3 5-ups. Everybody at home, think right now how many I'm going to save. You guessed it, all 3. Shit.
Just
took
about.
a wound. Savage. Down to 10 wounds. I mean, that is unbelievable.
So now his
Steed
mount is gonna attack, needing 3s to hit.
All hit?
All hit. And then any 6s do D6 wounds.
Oh, God.
So I need some long wars, which I didn't get. So 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
And -1 rend.
-1, so this is a 5.
Yep.
Okay, and then now both these go through. Is this D3 or anything? All right, and then I get to follow this up with a 5-up, feel no pain, basically. Saved 1. I am down 1 more. That is 9 total wounds. Guys, I did not see that happening. Okay, so it is time now to activate the Storm Vermin. I am still outnumbering you.
Yes.
So I am going to get my +1 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. So I am definitely going to do exactly what you said. I've got 3 guys that are going to pile in over here. Mm-hmm. So that means 6 attacks. Hitting on 3s.
Yep. Wounding on 3s. 1 miss.
1 miss. And this is -1 rend. That is 4 wounds, Home Slice.
All right, so I normally have a 3, so it's gonna go up to a 4. And I
save 2.
Yep, I take 2 wounds.
Okay. All right, so the Storm Vermin up, the rest of the Storm Vermin, I should say, to the Prosecutors. Hitting on 3s because, as we talked about, still outnumbering. And wounding on 3s. Oh, wow. Bro, you only got to make 5 -1 saves, so that means you need 5s?
I need 5s, and these are 2 models each, so I'm only going to lose a model and a half. So, not too bad.
Heck yeah.
Can't kill him. We'll put a wound on this guy over here. Alright, so I'm activating my general. Since he charged, he gets +1 attack per with each of his melee weapons. Now I'm going to attack with his Rune Blade, so he's going to get 5 attacks, needing 2s to hit because of his command ability, and then 3s to wound. And then it's -1. And since he has a Relic Blade, it's going to do 2 damage each. So 1 miss, and then 3s to wound. So you're looking at 2 wounds at -1 rend. So needing 5s?
Needing 5s. 2 of them?
Just 2.
Okay.
So that'll do 4 damage.
Ah, what a tough decision. I never thought it would ever be tough to remove 4 Skaven.
I know. So I got my hammers again, needing 3s to hit, 3s to wound, but no rends there. So 1 hit and 1 wound.
1 wound?
No rend.
4 up.
You're good.
All right. Oh, that was, yep, dice representing wounds there. So I was just going to clean up the table. Now it is for the last activation, if I'm not mistaken. It is up to the bell.
And then I have my prosecutors.
Oh, then your prosecutors, absolutely. All right, so it is time for the screaming bell to go up. So this is my Warp Stone Staff. I get 3 attacks. Normally I hit on 4s, but because of your special ability...
My Relector.
Yep, it's taking me at a -1 to hit, so I need 3 attacks, needing 5s. Nope. And then I also have 3 more attacks. Excuse me, 4 attacks from my Rat Ogre Claws that need 5s. That is 1. And then I'm looking for a 3 to wound. Okay, and then lastly, we got the Rusty Wheels. I get D6 attacks. 1, hitting on would-be 3s, now I need 4s. Oh, the wheel is just tired. It's tired, bro.
That Relictor came in
Came in hot.
Finally.
Yes.
So I got the prosecutors left. I got 2 left. I got the champion who's going to make 3 attacks, and the other one that's going to make 2. Both basically needing 3s to hit and 3s to wound, but no rend, and just 1 damage each. So 3 hits. And 3 wounds. No rend.
Okay, so we've got 3 4-ups. Stuck all but 1.
So, it's Battle Shock phase. On a 6, I can lose a model, but because of my order, I get to reroll this, which I do not need to.
Okay, and then now the archers were able to take down this squad of rats, so I need a low roll. Wow, that's the unit?
That is the unit.
I was already at a -1, so that would have killed 7 models right there.
Yep.
I only had 4 to give, so that was pretty clutch.
Now, end of the round, because you still control this, we are still tied. Because I'm still controlling my 2, and I can only get that if I get the models over there.
Oh, gotcha. So because I had it last, ha nana nana boo boo.
Yes.
I think that's the rule. Special ability.
That is totally the rule.
All right, so it is my 3. We actually laughed right when we turned the camera off, and we were like, wait a second. Because of the double turn, what John just said is actually a little null and void at this current juncture because I still get a chance to go on my turn. Again, that double turn is no joke. Like, back to back. I couldn't imagine sitting through 2 turns of that in 40K. I just had to now. Now it's time to bounce back. So, game plan. Kill these 2 guys. Outside of that, really don't have one. Try not to die right now. All right, so my turn 3. Here we go, guys. Hero phase, or excuse me, command phase. What I'm going to go ahead and do it all inspiring presence. On this unit, want to make sure that they stay alive. We also, as I was double checking some other things, I just remembered everybody within 10 inches gets +1 to hit. You want to know what? Sometimes you have to, so that means my Storm Vermin would have had a +1 to hit last turn. Hey, you can't take things back. When you're playing in a game, this is why we play games. This is why we do it in the Beats Lab, is to learn from mistakes. So we're going to fight through that and now make sure that I capitalize on it. What I'm going to do because of that offensive presence, I am now, instead of going to giving my +1 to hit, I'm gonna do some crack calls. I'm gonna bring down a Skaven psychic ability, psychic power, and I'm going to try to put it on his warlord, his general. So this goes off on a 7, but I get +1 to this. So there's a 7. It would be an 8. So it does go off. Now, what the crack call does is I roll 2d6. I subtract his leadership, or excuse me, his movement. Mm-hmm. The difference that is left is that many mortal wounds to the individual.
Ouch.
Yeah, this could be clutch.
It could be really clutch.
Okay, so everybody drum roll, please. 2d6.
6. Ooh.
7.
7. I am going to lose 2 wounds. So I have I've taken 4 wounds. 1
wound left. That was clutch right there. Also, we want to make sure during the hero phase we roll on the 2d6 chart and see what I get. Oh, so close. At a 9, let's check the chart because I don't have that memorized. Roll a dice for each enemy unit within range of the bell. On the roll of a 4 or more, that unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. So right now I have 9 total wounds. 8 to 9, so my range is 7 inches.
Which is probably everybody.
John, it looks like to me, it looks like everybody. There's a tape measure right to your left. If you'll give me 7 inches to the...
oh, you're totally in.
Whew. Bro, this is clutch. On this guy, okay. 4 up. Here he goes, 4 up. He's going to take it. The suspense. I got to build it. Here we go, 4 up. Here. 4 up. He is going to take it, I think, no matter what he's going to die.
No matter what, he's dead.
Prosecutors, mount up. Oh, they get to survive this. D3 mortal wounds to him.
So he's going to take 1.
D3 mortal wounds to him. Again, it doesn't matter.
He's dead. Wow.
He is gone. Wow. Screaming Bell came in.
So he's got
hot.
6 left.
I'm kind of out of stuck. I don't know what I really want to do. I want to activate here first, but I just don't see a reason. I don't think that I can get through. It doesn't matter. I don't think I can do enough offense to kill this guy. So you want to know what? I'm going to come in and try to bang down these prosecutors. I'm going to activate them first and see if I can't pick this unit up, and hopefully the bell can stay alive just one more turn. All right, so with the Storm Vermin, they are activated up with all my total attacks. Again, because of the +1 here, I am outnumbering you there. I'm at a 2+ to hit. I see 1-1. And then I'm a 3 to wound.
Mm-hmm.
That is...
that many 5s.
8 5-ups you got to make, bro.
Sometimes you just need to roll 6s.
Hey, I've done it. Roll 6s or 5s.
And not today.
No,
it's
sir.
Enough to kill them all.
It is.
Alright, so now it's big. Since my general is dead, I don't get my +1 to hit anymore. So, and I didn't charge this turn, so I only get my 3 attacks. Needing 3s, and I miss 1, and then needing 2s. And then this is going to be -2 range.
-2 range, so I need 6s.
Yep.
I'm on a good track record for rolling that.
And then D3, so at least 3 this time, so
okay.
3 5-ups.
3 5-ups.
Yep.
This is like the unkillable wheel here.
Alright, and now we're going to do the mount. Needing 3s, so 2. And then, again, 6s will do, but don't get it, so just 1 wound. -1. So, then a 5-up.
Wow. The screaming bell that just won't stop screaming.
Yep.
All right, so we've got, starting at the top, we've got the Warpstone Staff, his 3 attacks. We're just basically my +1, -1 is a wash, so I need 4s to hit. I need a 4 to wound. Nothing. Then I also have 4 attacks from my Rat Ogres. Getting a wash here. And then 3's to wound. That is -1 rend, 2 damage each.
So 4s.
Stuck one, save
so
one.
I'm down to 4.
And then lastly, I have D6. Hitting on 3s.
So 3.
And wounding on 3s. With no rend, straight up just 1.
I'm
Good to go. Now, neither one of us have to take a check, right?
No, because nobody died.
That was the end of turn 3. Real quick, the points are still the same. It's 6-6. And now it's time for that roll-off. The Skaven withstood the back-to-back onslaught of the Space Age of Sigmar guys. Mm-hmm. So let's see, everybody at home. Let's see who wins this one. Oh my gosh. Like, killing it. I could not capitalize on the back-to-back. So, which I want you to know, these guys were itching and scratching to kind of go after them.
Yeah, I almost need to go first because I need these guys to die. If not, you contest this, and you don't even have to charge me.
Just sit there.
On my turn, I could shoot and hopefully to kill something. But again, you get in close combat, these guys dead.
Yep. So, well, brother, there's nothing I can do about it. It is turn 4 to you.
Alright, instead of healing my guy, I'm going to try to do D3 wounds there. And basically, I just need that -1 hit. And it goes off. So, you're going to take D3 mortal wounds, which is 1.
And then I ignore that on a 5-up.
Yep. Which,
okay. Did you not expect that was going to happen?
I did, but this is what I needed.
Yes.
And then we're going to go into my shooting phase. Alright, again, this is all into the vermin. The black needs 2s, everything else needs 3s. So we got a miss here. This is going to do how many extra attacks? 3 extra attacks. I'll take this dice and this. And then needing 3s again. Alright, so we got 4 at -1 rend.
Wow. So I need 6s here because I don't have my majestic armor up. Drop 4.
Alright, so with just 2 storm vermin over here, I feel like the Judicators, even if they charge, they can handle that. So I'm going to put his flame breath here, which will be 2 inches from each one. So let's see if I did on a 4-up. Yes, they will take D3, so one of these rats are dead.
DE dead.
Right. And then right here, on a 4-up. Yes, he will take D3. So one
mortal?
One mortal, and I know you're going to roll at 6, so...
You know it's a long war.
Ugh.
We talked it up. He's down to 7. That takes me to my next lowest bracket.
So we only have 1 assault, so nothing to chart. So 3, needing 3, so 1 miss, and then 2s. So just 1.
Ooh.
So just
1, 6 up.
Nope. It'll do D3. So we got 3 this time.
3 5-ups.
You got 2 of them.
Got 2. Take another down to 6 wounds. That keeps me in my same bracket.
Alright, and now the Dracoth himself, needing 3s. So 2 hits. And then I need some Long Wars. Yes, we got a Long War. Ooh. So this one's important.
So I need to save this one individual?
Yep,
what is the AP?
-1 rend.
Okay, so I need a 5-up?
Yep. Did not get it. So.
Alright, 5-up for this one. Neither one.
So that's going to be 1 damage, and then this is be D6. Oh, he rolls low.
Alright, so I owe you 3 5-up saves.
Yep. I only stuck 1 this time.
Ooh, down to 4 wounds. This is getting a little hot now. Alright, starting at the top. Warpstone Staff, needing 4s to hit.
Everything hits.
Needing 4s to wound. 1 wound. -1 rend.
So 4s? I feel like that's a cop, but you know.
That is a 1,
That's
brother.
a 1.
He's got 3 wounds left.
All
Keep
right.
going, Bill. So I've got 4 attacks from my Rat Ogres, needing 4s to hit. Oh, those were the ones that I wanted. And then lastly, I've got my Rusty Wheels. D6. 2 attacks needing 4s to hit. 1 hit, 4 to wound. That is a wound.
Any rend?
No, sir.
Doesn't matter. How much damage?
1.
Oh, he's down to 2.
We are squeaking it out. Alright, got a battle shock here at the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
So, I did lose a model. I rolled a 6.
So you were a 5.
5.
So you're going to lose 2 models.
2 models it is. Wow, what to do, what to do. What a great turn by the Space Marines. I've got it. I really need to bang this guy down. It looks like Slave Rat 1. This guy right here is going to be the one that takes down the HQ. Okay, so we are going to go with a couple things here. We're going to keep... To be honest, I think if you do a wound, these guys are down anyway, so we're going to move my command ability over here to make sure the all-inspiring presence is on my rats. We're also going to do the Bell ability. Is a 5. Okay, so everybody within my range, which is now 7 inches on the roll of a 4-up, takes a single mortal wound. So that's all enemy units, sorry. So on the roll of a 4-up. Now we are going to go to the psychic phase. In 8, you have a movement of 8. I want to go with my crack calls. We're going to do it.
Let's go.
I feel like I got 1 9 roll in me. That's it. I'm not going to call it 10. I feel like I got a 9. So first, let's see if we can cast it.
5.
5 at plus 1. It is a casting value of 6.
So no. Oh yeah, if you get your +1, it goes off.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, I misspoke. I apologize. I do not get a +1. The Warpstone Brazier is just a -1 for wizards within 6 enemy wizards within 6 inches. So that is a fail. The crack call does not go off. We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way, the fisticuffs. So it's time to get it going. The rats have all come together surrounding the bell, trying to get its leader out. So this first unit of rats
do not make it.
Do not make it. They're coming to rally. They're like, oh, the Storm Vermin are here. We don't need to be here. So now time for the Storm Vermin. They make it in spades. All right, so because I still outnumber you and I'm within 10 inches, I'm at +2, so I hit on 2s. Oh, I gave you 2 1s, though. Christmas came early. And then I wound on 3s. I'm going to make you take it, and these are Rens at -1. So 2 4-ups or die.
I got 1 left.
1 wound left.
I know the bell is hurting everything, but he's been able to tank so many wounds, I still have to put all my attacks into the bell. So here's my hammers needing 3s. Oh, and I missed with 1. And then needing 2s.
2 6-ups. All day, every day.
Oh. No. Oh, okay. This is my chance. All right. D3 for just 2.
5 ups. Take a wound. He is down to 3.
All right. So now it's the mount. It's his turn to shine. Needing 3s. Everything hits.
No long war. No long war. Whammy.
Nothing
stop.
but long wars. Oh, we got 1.
So is this a wound still? Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and get the anticipation out of the way. Is this -2 to rend or just -1?
Just -1 rend.
All right, I need a 5, but I'm going to show you a 6. Damn it. The exact opposite.
And this is a wound.
Okay, so and I owe you a 5 there.
So
damn it.
That other one is going to do D6. So 5. So we got 6 wounds.
Oh, man. 6 5-up saves, ladies and gentlemen. I have to make 4 of these or the bell is going down.
3.
I made 3. That is literally just enough to remove his last wound. The bell is down. I repeat, the bell is down. All right, the score has still staying the same because we are contesting this down to the wire. This is turn 5. Let's see who wins it. I couldn't win a single roll. I don't think I got one. So it is up to the Super Marines. Turn 5 begins with you.
All right, when you just need things to happen. So the Rolector on a 3-up, D3 wounds goes off. So on a 3-up, both those vermin are dead. Both the vermin are dead.
Vermin go down.
All right, so movement finished. He's kind of just turned. So this is the Judicators. Kind of finish off those clan rats. Again, Black Knight needs 2. And he fails.
Finally misses. Serves you right.
So on 3-ups, these all wound. So you got 2 wounds at -1, which will just remove 2 models. So I'll put his Flame Breath back here. Basically just so, see if it goes off. It does. It'll do D3 wounds, which will do 1 more.
Mortal?
1 more mortal.
You won't.
And then it looks like I have to charge. So anything but double ones. So I see 6.
Come on in.
So he's going to get extra attacks. He's going to get 3 extra attacks. 2 extra attacks. Couldn't call it. Alright, so 5 needing 3s. And I see some 1s. And then needing 2s. So we got 2 at -2. We'll do D3 wounds. So 4 wounds.
Wow, back-to-back turns. All those turns. That was huge. John, what a great game. Last model has been picked up. You guys know the drill. If you haven't already, our time is done here. But there's still a lot that we're going to be talking about. Stop what you're doing. Head on over to longwar.net. Become a veteran of Long War today so you can hear all the cool hobby breakdown that John and I are about to do. Thanks, everybody.
If you like these battle reports, check out thelongwar.net. Become a member of the Hall of Veterans today for the fastest growing library of wargame related video content, modeling, painting, and playing, not to mention all the sick discounts I receive from some of our sponsors. TheLongwar.net is committed to bringing hobby back, and we can't do it without you.